A lot of jealousy, a lot of hate in the sport of boxing. I want to see all the young fighters, no matter what your color is. I want to see you do good. I want to see you do great. I want to continue to see great fights. No.
Honestly, just to secure the win, is doing just enough to get a draw. So I have to push hard.
I knew it would be a good fight because we know Roach is a good
Floyd
fighter.
Mayweather has allegedly been training Lamont Roach ahead of his rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis, which could give Roach a significant edge. Having already faced Davis, Roach brings valuable experience into the ring, and Mayweather's guidance may help him exploit Tank's weaknesses, signaling that this fight won't be an easy one for Davis. Roach has been a standout fighter since the beginning of his boxing journey, building a strong foundation through an impressive amateur background. His technical skills, discipline, and work ethic have always set him apart, making him a dangerous opponent in the lightweight division. Interestingly, Roach shares a history with Davis that dates back years. At just 16, he had already sparred with Davis, gaining first-hand experience of his fighting style. That early exposure played a crucial role in shaping Roach into the fighter he is today, giving him insight into what it takes to compete at the highest level. Now a lightweight champion, Roach is gaining more recognition, especially after his fight with Davis, which showcased his ability to go toe-to-toe with one of the sport's best. Fans and analysts alike have taken notice, seeing him as a legitimate contender. With his name gaining traction in the boxing world, Roach is determined to prove he belongs among the elite, and his upcoming rematch with Davis is the perfect opportunity to solidify his status as one of the best.
It's Lamont Roach, bro. And what was his early life like? He was born in Washington, D.C., but he was raised in Upper Marlboro City in Maryland. Lamont Roach didn't touch his first bag until he was 9 years old, bro, when his dad took him to the Noise Street Boxing Club. And this is where he learned the basics of the sport and ultimately gained his love for boxing. These two right here are Lamont Roach's parents. This is Lamont Roach Sr., who still trains Lamont Roach today. And this is Lamont Roach's mother here, Tia Roach. And ultimately, the reason why Tank let Lamont make it to the end of the fight. So anyway, back to the story. Lamont Roach has two siblings. He has a younger brother, Jordan Roach, who also boxes, by the way. Here's Jordan's boxer right here. And this young lady right here is his sister, Taylor Roach. Bro, by the time Lamont got to middle school, bro, he was training very seriously, man. He was training upwards of 5 times a week, bro. He was taking it very seriously. Lamont was a 2-time National Golden Glove champ for juniors, National PAL champ, and 5-time ringside world champ, bro. This man was going crazy, man. And this is the footage right here from 2010 when him and Gervonta Davis actually fought, bro. Gervonta got gold and Roach got silver. They were both ranked number 1 and 2 nationally, bro. So Roach is a hell of a contender, man. Roach had a very impressive amateur record, man. Boasting 125 wins and 15 losses. 2 of those losses coming by Tank, man. Also, when him and Tank fought, Roach was 15 and Tank was 15 at the time. 3 years later, in 2013, Roach actually won his National Golden Glove Championship. And he was also USA Boxing Youth National Champ as well. And 1 year later, before his pro debut, he was signed to Golden Boy, man, becoming part of Oscar's team. So in 2014, at 18 years old, Lamont will make his pro debut, where he got a unanimous decision. And it was over Victor Galindo. He was in school, man, for actually mechanical engineering, following in his father's footsteps, just in case boxing didn't work out. And bro, he was a terror in the pros, man. He was undefeated until 2019, where he suffered his first loss to Jamel Herring. But that's okay, man. He was there to be great. He was going for the WBO super featherweight belt. For the next couple of years, bro actually had to do a lot of reflecting, man. That first loss is always the worst one. So he did that. After dusting himself off and get his mind together, bro, he went ahead and captured his own title, man, in 2023 over Hector Luis Garcia, making him the WBA super featherweight champ. As we all know, man, he just fought Tank this past weekend. It ended in a draw. It was a good fight, honestly. I can't even be mad at it. And, bro, who knows what's next for Roach? Hopefully we get that rematch. Hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate you watching the video. Leave a comment down below.
Lamont Roach has steadily climbed the boxing ranks, establishing himself as a formidable force in the lightweight division. As the current WBA champion, he has proven his ability to compete at the highest level, earning a spot as the 14th ranked fighter in the world and 3rd in the USA, a testament to his skill and consistency in the ring. Roach's resume is filled with tough opponents, each contributing to his growth as a fighter. Never one to shy away from challenges, he consistently seeks to prove himself against top-tier talent. His adaptability and ability to overcome difficult opponents have been among his greatest strengths, making him a dangerous competitor in his weight class. Winning the WBA lightweight title was a defining moment in his career, solidifying his place among boxing's elite. But Roach is far from complacent. He wants to continue proving himself against the best. His upcoming rematch with Gervonta "Tank" Davis presents a major opportunity to showcase his skills on a bigger stage and earn even greater respect in the boxing world. With an impressive track record and unwavering determination, Roach is more motivated than ever, understanding that every fight is a chance to build his legacy. Prepared to leave everything in the ring, he knows that a victory over Davis would further establish him as a dominant force in the lightweight division, solidifying his reputation among fans and analysts alike.
Scripted opponents on Lamont Roach's record. He's 25-1 with 10 big wins coming by the way of knockout, my people. He's in the super featherweight division. He's ranked number 14 in the world and number 3 in the USA, my people. He has a WBA title right now in the super featherweight division. He's fighting Gervonta Davis in December, but you know we got to check how he even got there and how he started his career. His pro debut, he went against Victor. He was 1-3. That's fine. It's your pro debut. First fight as a professional. You feel me? I ain't going to get at you. Next person was 1-6. Alright, I mean, we ain't do better, but it's your second fight. Like, first person was 0-1. That was a little salty because he ended up 0-10. He never won a day in his life. So he now got his hand raised in the boxing match. You feel me? And then the next person, he's he went to undefeated. It's only 2 fights, but he was 2-0. Then 12-9, that's a journeyman. I'm not going to lie. 4-2, 3-4, these are looking good. 8-5, that's a journeyman in the making. He got to win a record.
Lopez has openly criticized Gervonta "Tank" Davis's knockout record, questioning the caliber of his opponents. He remarked, "I think a lot of people just focus on the knockouts that he gets, but against who? They're not seasoned fighters." Lopez believes Davis has yet to face truly elite competition, suggesting that his knockout victories lack substance due to the perceived quality of his opponents. He further emphasized, "Davis has never faced a fighter like me, never at all." This critique highlights Lopez's confidence in his own abilities and his skepticism regarding Davis's standing in the boxing.
So you think you dominate Tank?
I think I dominate any of them. If you really look at it, if you gotta really tap in on this, look at the resume, all that extra, whatever. There's a certain limit that you hit, right? But then there's that next criteria or that next top tier. And if you don't match that, you never gonna know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Gervonta come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again. So,
Despite receiving a lucrative offer to fight Conor Benn, Gervonta "Tank" Davis chose to face Lamont Roach instead, believing it would be an easier fight. Many fans and analysts shared this sentiment, as Roach, a natural lightweight, was moving up in weight to challenge Davis. Given Tank's knockout power and Roach's smaller frame, most expected a dominant performance from the Baltimore fighter. However, things didn't go as planned. Rather than an easy night, Davis found himself struggling against Roach's technical skills, defensive prowess, and strategic game plan. Despite coming from a lower weight class, Roach was well prepared and managed to expose weaknesses in Davis's approach, leading to what many consider one of Tank's worst performances to date. The expectation was that Davis would cruise to a victory, yet he was met with a fighter who refused to back down. Instead of proving his dominance, Tank's lackluster performance has fueled criticism, with many questioning whether he underestimated Roach or if his skills are beginning to decline.
Roach, but when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fights that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come at me.
Yeah.
And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight, and then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking shit. My promoter's gonna get back to you in 48 hours.
Yeah.
50 minutes, initial offer sent over. You know, but was it Uncle didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about, 50 million. First offer. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has consistently expressed respect for Lamont Roach Jr.'s abilities, despite public skepticism. Prior to the December 14, 2024, bout between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Roach, Hearn acknowledged the criticism surrounding the matchup, but defended Roach's credentials. He stated, "Lamont Roach is a good fighter. The problem is no one knows who he is, and with Tank's position in the sport, people want him in big fights, and this isn't a big fight." The fight ended in a controversial majority draw, with a key moment occurring in the 9th round when Davis took a knee without a knockdown being called. Reflecting on the incident, Hearn remarked, "If you take a knee in a fight and touch down while punches are being thrown, it has to be a knockdown." This suggests that, in Hearn's view, Davis should have been ruled down in that instance. While he has not explicitly stated that Davis should have lost, his comments indicate that Roach's performance was commendable and that the 9th round incident warranted a knockdown ruling. This further underscores Hearn's recognition of Roach as a formidable fighter, despite the doubts of others in the boxing.
In boxing, there's obviously been a hurdle. Will he get through the second fight, Gervonta?
Maybe not. I mean, I think he's had a result, to be honest with you, because one, he should have lost the fight. I mean, he should have had a point deducted. There's no doubt about that. But two, people criticised the Roach fight. I knew it would be a good fight because we know Roach is a good fighter, but people in boxing know that Roach is a good fighter. Now it's giving him another fight. Because if he would have beaten Roach, he's kind of backed in a corner to fight Shakur Stevenson, I think. But now he's got a rematch that's actually much bigger than the first fight. So, yeah, I think he'll be more switched on for this maybe, but Roach is a fun fighter.
Mayweather has always been passionate about mentoring young fighters and helping them reach their full potential. One of his greatest success stories is Gervonta "Tank" Davis, whom he guided early in his career, providing invaluable experience and knowledge. Under Mayweather's mentorship, Davis became a boxing star, known for his power and skill. However, Davis has since parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, choosing to manage his career independently. With this change, Mayweather has turned his attention to other talented fighters, including Lamont Roach Jr., who recently faced Davis in a highly controversial fight. Their bout ended in a majority draw, but many believe Roach should have been credited with a knockdown in the 9th round when Davis appeared to take a knee. Respected promoter Eddie Hearn has voiced his opinion on the matter, stating that Roach has always been a great fighter despite being doubted by many. He also believes the referee made an error by not calling the knockdown, further fueling the controversy surrounding the fight.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help. You know, like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. You know, like I was talking about, like Gervonta "Tank" Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. So many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
Floyd Mayweather's influence on young fighters has always been a topic of debate, as his approach emphasizes defense, precision, and calculated risk-taking. While this strategy proved highly effective during Mayweather's own undefeated career, some believe it doesn't suit every fighter. However, Lamont Roach Jr. appears to be benefiting from aspects of Mayweather's philosophy, as his recent performances showcase improved defensive awareness, sharper counterpunching, and enhanced movement inside the ring. Roach's evolution has sparked speculation about whether he is now working with, or at least influenced by, Mayweather. With Gervonta "Tank" Davis no longer under Mayweather's promotional banner, Floyd's growing interest in Roach adds an intriguing twist to their rivalry. If Roach has truly adopted elements of Mayweather's style, a rematch with Davis could become even more compelling, as it would pit Davis's aggressive knockout power against Roach's developing defensive skills. Despite Mayweather's undeniable success, some critics question his training philosophy, arguing that his fighters lack the endurance and grit needed for long, grueling battles in the ring. Mayweather has famously stated that fighters don't need extended training camps, believing that skill and strategy outweigh pure physical conditioning. However, Many trainers disagree, insisting that long-term conditioning is essential for maintaining power and stamina in later rounds. As Roach prepares for a potential rematch with Davis, it remains to be seen whether Mayweather's influence will help or hinder him. Will Roach's refined technique and defensive improvements give him the edge, or will Davis's explosive power prove too much? With Mayweather's shadow looming over this rivalry, the rematch is shaping up to be a fascinating chess match between two rising stars.